Hi there, welcome back. If you are new to the channel, my name is Mark and I love Ferrari. This channel is dedicated to my 1980 Ferrari 308 GTSi, which I am currently restoring. My car is, as I speak, still at the body shop, and this is taking so long. I haven't made a video about my car in quite some time. Sorry for that, but things will change. I promise things will change very soon. Lucky me, I was able to do some reviews and visit some events, and it looks like these are the type of videos you guys like. So that makes me happy. Sadly, you should have been watching a video about the Concours d'Elegance today, but that event was cancelled, so I'm so sorry. Don't worry, next year we are going to give it a second try and maybe we can take the 308 with us. And talking about classics, this weekend we Dutchies host another classic event, the Dutch Grand Prix. Yes, after 36 years, the Formula 1 circus came back to our country. And although I was pretty skeptical in the beginning, I'm now very proud. I'm so excited. The Zandvoort circuit, or circuit park Zandvoort as we call it, it has a very nice track and it deserves this chance to be in a spotlight again. You know, I was only 5 years old when the last Grand Prix, Dutch Grand Prix was held. So all I know is what the internet tells me, but it must have been an amazing spectacle back then to be there. And if you are wondering why I'm not there this year, my answer is very simple. I like watching Formula 1 on TV. And I'm a little bit stingy, but hey. The circuit was officially opened in 1948, but the racing history of Zandvoort goes back to the late 30s, when racing events were organized on the streets of Zandvoort, like Monaco. But the mayor, Van Alphen, discovered that these events attracted a lot of tourists, and at that point the idea was born to build a racing track, a permanent racing track in Zandvoort in the dunes. And although the build was delayed due to World War II, the first race was held on August 7th in 1948, right after the war. And although it was not an official Formula 1 championship event, it attracted a lot of Formula 1 drivers from that era. The later called Grand Prix of the Netherlands attracted so much attention it was added to the official calendar in 1952. And it continued to do so with a little break in the 70s, I believe, until 1985, 36 years ago. It's safe to say that many great racing drivers of the past have raced on Zandvoort. For me, the 1985 Grand Prix is very special, although I've never seen it in real life. But many of my heroes, like Alain Prost, Niki Lauda, Ayrton Senna, of course, they did their thing on August the 25th in 1985. In fact, that Grand Prix, the 1985 Grand Prix, was Niki Lauda's last win in Formula 1. Well, the 1985 Grand Prix was very interesting to see. 26 cars were on the grid that time, and Nelson Piquet was on pole position with the Brabham BMW, but at the start of the race he couldn't get the car going and he fell back to the last position. Keke Rosberg in the Williams Honda took over the lead from the race. After a few laps, Niki Lauda in the McLaren was in 4th position, and he was coming from 10. That's a good job. But Ferrari, they didn't really impress that much in that era. Just like now. They started on 16th and 17th place for the Dutch Grand Prix. And to make matters worse, Stefan Johansson's Ferrari, his turbo, failed in the 9th or so lap. And well, to be honest, failing engines and turbos were quite common in that era. And in the end, only 10 out of the 26 cars finished that race. How bizarre. Another turbo victim was Keke Rosberg. After about 1/3 of the race, his turbo failed and he had to retire the race. And after that, a remarkable fight unfolded between Alain Prost and Niki Lauda, both in the McLarens. And it was a drive till the finish line. A few tenths between them. Niki Lauda in the end took victory of this remarkable race. But there was another remarkable young man driving this race. Ayrton Senna in his Lotus Renault started fourth and finished third, followed by Michele Alboreto in the Ferrari. Although this was Senna's second year in Formula 1, we all know how that story ended, and I'm glad to have seen most of that story as a youngster. Okay, my friends, that's the 1985 Dutch Grand Prix in a nutshell. Make sure to watch this race if you can. I'll be watching the coming race tomorrow. I'm so excited. And just like you have to watch all the other races of the past. And so while we're at it, this is my suggestion to Netflix. Just give us all seasons. Don't need to edit anything, just give us the race in chronological order. Maybe with some added-ons erbij, but I just want to watch the race, and with the comments from them, then I can survive like 40 years on that information. So, suggestion, I will send you a bill for this tip, no problem. And Von, we arrange something. But for now, I want to thank you for watching. If you want to learn more, please let me know in the comments. And if you like this video, please don't forget to like. And if you like what I'm doing here, then subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you again next time. Goodbye!